Lindsay Huddleston back in the building. SPS, we're at the Motor City Smoothie Company. That's right, guys. 13222 East Jefferson in the Riverbend Plaza. Come on down here and check out your man, Chuck Bailey, that is, also known as Buddy Love. We probably about to get on some Buddy Love in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Talking that good stuff.
Ready for Buddy Love? Buddy Love, keep that thing.
Hey, we got him on leash. Chuck, I'm sitting here, and we've had some great discussion throughout the week with all the great things happening, your new store being open over the past few weeks. But sports is my thing just as well as yours. My work in sports psychology consulting, also with the press, and your extensive career playing well on a high school, collegiate, and professional level, and also giving back to so many young people, including your son. So I got a text here, and it's from 24/7 Sports, and it says, best scorers in high school basketball, regardless of class. And I want to start from number 5 and work my way up to number 1, and we're going to just have a little discussion about it. If you're out there on social media, you can chime in, check in with us, and also this will be available on the TheSPSEdge.
No, you gonna have me hurt some people, fellas. People gonna be mad at me, man. Hey, man. But one thing I'm gonna keep it 100.
You gonna keep it 100?
I'm gonna keep it 100 type of guy, man.
And you gonna back it up with facts?
I back it up with facts.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000.
Well, that's all we can ask for.
All the way 1,000.
How bad can it be, Chuck?
So but that's the problem, man, with me in life, man. People, especially the sports stuff, man. Like people get in their feelings, get their panties. People get in their feelings and get their panties in the bunch. When hold on 1 second, let me make this call.
Okay.
1 second. Hello.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, so people be having their panties in the bunch when I be keeping it. You know what I'm saying? I keep it 100, Lindsay.
Yeah.
And people be mad. They be mad. Like they really be upset.
They mad at your content or they mad at your delivery?
I mean, they be mad at a little bit of both, man.
I don't like what you said, and I don't like the way you said it.
Yeah, and I don't like the way they said it.
Well, Chuck, that sounds like it might be a little bit personal stuff. We talked about that in the last episode, too, where things can be a little personal.
Yeah, people make it personal, and I just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? It's never personal. It's always business.
It's business. It's never personal.
Never personal.
Yeah, it's never personal. It's never personal. Yeah, we blowing up here with the Motor City.
And my phone keep going off, man. People calling me crazy.
All the time.
I don't get it, man. That's my brother calling me. He see me on live, and he gonna call me.
Everybody wants that.
I know he see me. I know he see me on the live, and he called me. That's my brother, my big brother, man.
Everybody wants that spotlight. So let's talk about this here. We're gonna go in reverse order. I'm just naming them, and we're gonna talk about, is this list correct? Why or why not? So number 5, they got Bryce Griggs, and that is, again, we're talking about 24/7 Sports best scorers in high school basketball, regardless of class. Bryce Griggs, class of 22. Mikey Williams at number 4, class of 23. Dior Johnson, number 3, class of 22. Jaden Hardy, someone you know personally, class of 21. Imani Bates, I think we all know Imani, household name.
Yeah, that's the local kid, man. I can't wait to give me a pair of Imanis.
You trying to get your
I can't wait to give me a pair of Imanis, baby.
Imanis, let's go ahead.
I can't wait to give me a size 14's Imanis.
Yeah, get it. So my question is, can you get a Chuck Bailey stamp of approval on this 24/7 best scorers
let
list?
me see that list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep that list funky all the way, and we're gonna go based upon facts. First of all, Mikey Williams, yeah, he's pretty good, but I wouldn't put him on there. He's too young. He's a freshman.
But it says regardless of class.
I get it, but you haven't even put in enough body of work.
Okay. Well, maybe it was his AAU term. I'm going to continue to be devil's advocate.
You ain't showed enough body of work. Like, prime example, this past weekend, Mikey Williams, I think he played in that tournament out there and with all these guys, with Jaden Hardy, Chet Holmes, all the type guys. Mm-hmm. And he didn't put on a dynamic scoring display. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say that about him. He's still a baby. That's a baby.
So he should be scratched from the list. Why do you think they put him on there?
Because he's Twitter famous. He's Instagram famous. He's media famous.
So he has a great campaign going.
He got the machine behind him. He got a big machine behind him.
Where's he out of? Do you know?
He out of California.
Okay, so you got the whole West Coast.
Yeah, he got a good machine behind him. But I don't think that baby. He too young right now for us to say he's one of the top scorers in high school basketball.
Could that also be the shoe brand pushing it too?
I don't know, because I haven't heard of him actually committing to any shoe.
Okay.
One game he has some Nikes, next game he has some LaMelo balls.
Some LaMelo balls. They do it like that. Okay. So by Chuck's take, we're gonna eliminate. So already we got the list
Mikey
down
Williams.
to
I wouldn't even put him on there. Bryce Griggs.
Where's Bryce out of?
I don't know much about that kid.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Dior Johnson. I wouldn't call him a electrifying scorer, and I say that I was with him this summer. I watched him play this summer. And
where'd you watch him play at?
I was in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, the little fella can play. Like at first, I didn't think he was that good, but then once he got the plan, I'm like, this little kid like that, and he got some kahunas. Like he tough. He a little.
He's not out of Texas, is he?
I don't know what, but I know he was in California.
Okay.
He might go to school out there somewhere or something like that. Like Lil Dog got some go. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He can play, but I wouldn't call him electric. He was a really good point guard. Like compare him to now and to if he reminds me of my point guard that I played in high school.
Who was that?
James Theus.
Okay.
But he's not a Brandon Cotton.
No.
Brandon Cotton was Brandon Cotton was one of the best scorers I've ever seen in my life.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about in terms of best scorers I probably ever played with. So he's not Brandon Cotton, and they like the same type style, same body style. Right. But it's hard to compare because that's 20 years.
Yeah, big
difference
between the two. Two different games, two different eras.
But he can play. I would probably. I mean,
we know who's next on the list.
I will put him on that list. I keep him on the list, but that actually on the team, it's a kid out of Arizona Campus Prep that was on the team with him. He was he might have been the best scorer on that team. Really? Name is Tata Washington.
Tata Washington.
Oh, that motherfucker's nice.
You gotta look out for Tata Washington.
Like he's really good. He's a scorer. You look at him, you be like, but he's just a bucket. Yeah, he's a bucket.
Walking bucket.
And it's real smooth. He don't got no facial expressions.
So would you say Tata will replace Bryce Griggs at number 5? Or maybe even 4?
He'll replace, he'll go 5 and I'll take Mikey Williams off. Tata can go.
You gonna take Mikey Williams off or Bryce Griggs off?
I'll take Mikey because he's a baby. Okay. Give him another year. Let him prove himself this year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
When you say take him, you mean remove him or
yeah, I remove him. Okay. Let him. Shit. Mikey Williams not even a better scorer than Pierre Brooks.
Shout out to Pierre Brooks.
Pierre Brooks, people don't know, like Pierre Brooks led the Nike camp in scoring when he was at and a year and a half ago. That top 100 with all these guys on there. Pierre Brooks was like one of the leading scorers in the camp.
That's what
people don't give dog. They don't give PB. I call him Peter Butter Jelly. They don't give PBJ his due. They don't give him that kid can play, man. Yeah. He one of our own. Like I watched him.
Yeah. Shout out to.
I've been watching that. And he can flat out score, man.
Yeah.
Score. He's a scorer.
I've sat down with him and sat down
with him.
Shoot it
from anywhere on the floor. Post you, dunk you.
He coming off with 1 foot now too. He got a little move. He coming off 1 foot with it.
And he like 6'6", 210.
Yeah, solid.
Big old strong, big old body. You can't.
Solid. He gonna hurt cats.
What? Any kid's his size is gonna have a problem with him. Yeah, because he's
solid.
He a real little man.
Yeah, he is. And he got the right kind of attitude.
So if I had to do that,
so then we throwing PJ on there.
Nah, man. Like. And I say PJ because PJ just made all tournament team, all camp down in that top 100 thing that in Dallas just recently. He was one of the most outstanding campers down there. And he was Nike. Like, to me, PJ should be a top 40 kid.
Right. Why is he not? Why they holding him up? Because he's from the D?
Man, I mean, yeah. That mean he ain't had a machine behind him.
Yeah,
it's a machine that goes behind these kids.
He still landed that Spartan invitation to come up there.
Man, it's a machine that go behind these kids, man. It's Spartan, Michigan State. Michigan. All right, I hate to say it. I love my state. I love it, and I love my basketball here in the state of Michigan. But our Michigan and Michigan State don't start recruiting our kids until somebody else want them.
Okay, I've seen that. Yeah,
until somebody else want them, then they come in and be like, oh. Then they put a big old bubble over them.
Right.
They put the Godfather bubble over them. Like, dog, you.
But you think that can be sometimes just the confidence or maybe even sometimes arrogance of a big program?
Yeah, that's that. I'm a Wolverine. That's the Godfather Tom Izzo up there.
Yeah, or they was waiting for the other chips to fall into place, and if something didn't happen right, they was holding out for whatever.
Yeah.
So what have we done with the list now? Because we kind of changed.
Okay, so we changed it up a little bit. So number 2, they got.
It's gonna be on the screen. Everybody go see this.
Number 2, they got Jaden Hardy.
Yep.
That's number 1. He's proven. He's a proven.
Well,
player.
Number 1, Imani Bates won state championship. Gatorade Player of the Year.
Man, Jaden Hardy been a Gatorade Player of the Year multiple times out there in Las Vegas. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like Jaden Hardy is proven scorer. You got to think about it. Let's compare and contrast the two.
Okay.
Everybody's on the bandwagon because little fella got stamped early. You know what I'm saying? Rich, don't get me wrong. Little fella is really good, man. Like from what I see, I haven't seen him. I seen games, full games and stuff like that. He's sexy to the eye, but he's a basketball player.
He look like a little KD.
6'9", wiggle, shoot it,
animated,
dunk get in your face, talk trash. You know what I'm saying? Like he from over here. You feel me? I swear to God, the way he talk, like you would think dog from over here. You think he a East Side baby.
Well, I think a lot of that comes from his dad. And his dad, EJ, and what he's putting.
Where's daddy from? Where they from?
They're from Ypsilanti.
Oh, Ypsilanti. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
They're right there.
Yeah, so they got rough parts in Ypsilanti?
Well, I would say so, yeah. No,
okay.
Ypsilanti.
I don't know.
Ypsilanti, in my understanding from the coaches I've dealt with, of course, it's a suburb of Ann Arbor, but in that small area, some of the issues that they've dealt with have been very, very troublesome, from the schools having challenges. So you have it more in a pocket community.
Okay.
But I think more so Imani's development he's been such a target for so long that he's a very aggressive player.
Yeah, he got to be. He got to, because people are always going to come at him.
Yeah, so that's
people always coming at dogs. You know what I'm saying?
So like,
people always coming at dog. So I get it. It's like you're on the cover of Sports Illustrated,
right?
At 15.
Yeah.
So come on, baby.
So let me go right. So I'm going. Where do we put Tata? What was Tata's last name?
I like the Tata kid, number 4, man.
Okay, Tata's at 4. Dior Johnson at 3. Well, we got rid of Bryce. So do we replace Bryce with somebody?
Pierre Brooks.
PJ
Pierre Brooks.
PJ coming in at 5.
Man, Pierre Brooks. A lot of people think I'm crazy, man.
Okay.
Pierre Brooks, man. Like you watch, you see how he scored?
I know. Pierre Brooks, PJ, Tata, Dior Johnson, and now we're talking about who's 1 or 2, Jaden Hardy or Imani Bates.
Man, I gotta go with Jaden Hardy because
is that personal? Because you tight with Ram and you good with the fan. That's what they gonna say. Oh, that's
people gonna say what they say. Just like me. People gonna say Imani Bates because they from across Telegraph. You feel me? Majority of the people that love him like that is across the other side of Telegraph. People on this side of Telegraph, they got mixed feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? But on that side of Telegraph, people love him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Right. So why don't you compare? Let's do a comparison between Imani Imani and Jaden, so we can figure out.
Okay, so
what's going on
really ain't really no comparison because they two different players.
Okay.
You got a 6'9" wing, and then you got a 6'4" two guard. You know what I'm saying? So it's two different. You know, you got a 6'9" wing, and then you got a 6'4" two guard. And really, you can't really compare them. I'm gonna just go by the body of work.
Okay.
Jaden Hardy has played 17 and under basketball since he played 17 and under basketball since he. You know, we talking about the EYBL. It's scoring on the EYBL. Jaden Hardy plays 17 and under basketball since all his whole tutelage on the EYBL basketball. You know what I'm saying?
So you're looking at his body of work.
And he's average. I think it's average. He averaged anywhere between 15 to 20 plus points a game. 17 and under. As a 15-year-old kid, 16-year-old kid, and then, you know what I mean, like 17-year-old kid. He didn't play this last summer because they had the COVID thing. But he's been playing 17 and under the whole time and has completely been.
So what about his schedule on top of 17?
Then on top of his schedule, he plays a national schedule. They go play national talent. Just the other day, they was on TV. They played
Mount Verb.
No, they played Prolific, which is supposed to be the #1 team in the country.
That's where Jaden Jackson went, right?
They beat Prolific. They play IMG. They lost to IMG in the championship, and then they beat Chet Holman, who was the #1 player in America, supposedly. They beat them on Saturday, and Jaden averaged like 30-some points a game.
So you're comparing that to Imani's resume of not having played.
He haven't played.
Teams.
That's why they started the Ipsy prep thing.
Right. So they can get.
In my opinion, I don't know the daddy. I don't know none of them.
Shout out to Elgin.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know the daddy. I don't know, but in my opinion, if it was my son, like, yeah, let me start the Ipsy prep thing because I got to take my baby and go play some national talent so people can really see and prove.
Let me ask you this though: even though you may be speaking, what's stopping him from getting that scholarship to go to Michigan State, possibly playing a year or whatnot? If he reclassifies and go to the league, why does he have to play this national schedule to prove anything?
He don't. He got everything in his hands right now. He don't have to do that. He don't have to do that. But because of how it, you know what I mean, because of what's needed, you know what I mean, like for the NBA, the naysayers, you know what I mean, like the people who
want to try to
who can kind of debate about it and who got some facts, like myself. You know what I'm saying? Does that affect the bag too? Because you're saying, look, we didn't did what we supposed to do. You know, is that going to affect the bag when it comes down to, you know, what kind of draft choice, where he's going to go? I mean, if he go out there and don't play the way he's supposed to play,
so it can go two ways.
It could go either way, you know. But NBA draft off potential. So doggy bone.
So can that be? Could it be?
He gonna be the #1 draft pick regardless because they stamped him. Nike stamped him. And everybody, he gonna be the.
Many people lose credibility.
Yeah, credibility be lost. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be the #1 pick, #1, #2 pick, unless somebody just come out the blue. And there's always somebody that come out.
Think about it, because R.J. Barrett was considered the #1. I never agree with that. I always thought Zion should have been the #1 pick, but you saw what happened.
Yeah, somebody come out the blue and say and take that crown. Right. He gonna be the #1 pick, which I don't think he would do because the kid is talented.
Yeah, no doubt. And
kid is talented. And he's 6'9".
And for the record, I like it. And let the record show.
He might be 7 foot now. We ain't seen him since I know. He might be a footer. He might be walking through that door right there, duck his head at the 13, 22, 23 sign up there.
And let the record show that you credit his talent. You know, so
some people don't be thinking. You know, what I mean, I'm Chuck just no. The kid got some game. Baby got some game. Got some game. He played in some of my tournaments as a little fella. So I'm definitely behind him.
I remember it was at a tournament you were at, and
he was in the 7th grade.
Yep.
He was in the 7th grade. They had a tournament. His day he came and played down there in the tournament.
It was over at Cornerstone.
Yeah, at Cornerstone.
Yeah, I remember I was there.
That was one of he came, played the playmakers.
Yeah.
So he considered one of the babies.
Right.
That came through some of my programs.
Right.
Because that's considered, you know what I mean? Kind of one of my. So I'm supporting him. Like I said, I'm getting me some money. Right. I don't care if they $450. I'm getting a pair.
You gotta have
a pair.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? And Jaden Hardy right now, his body of work, what he's done, just his body of work, I will put him at the number one
Let me
spot.
ask this question, and this is for all people. I'm giving people who are looking for a reason to call you out and say, see, I knew he was like that. So I'll give you this question. Where does Imani Bates go past Jaden Hardy? What are some of Imani's strong points that
He's 6'9",
yeah,
with wiggle. Wiggle.
Can do anything.
He's 6'9" and got that boy on the string like some NBA guys were saying he's the best player and they seen in in terms of best prospect in the world.
Yeah.
So the NBA guys told me that. Say the best prospect in the world when they seen him. So therefore I have to go for the facts.
And prospect referencing to his ability to develop beyond what he is.
Yeah, but if we talk about today, I can't say he the best scorer in high school basketball because of today. You know what I'm saying? Like his body of work. So it's a big difference between IMG and Dexter, Michigan high school basketball team.
That's true. And let me ask
or even River Rouge. Nothing against River Rouge. Sure. But it's a big difference.
River Rouge beat them twice, though.
It's a big difference between River Rouge. That's probably the toughest team they played. And Dexter. And IMG. Prolific.
Yeah, Mount Vernon. Yeah.
Even Bishop Gorman, because he played that Bishop. You know what I'm saying? That's a big difference in those two types of schools.
Right.
So that's like comparing apples and oranges. Like there ain't no comparison, man.
What we want to do, we want to put a bow on this one, just so people can go, and when we put the title on it, they can say, what they want to say. We're over here at Motor City Smoothie Company, 13222 East Jefferson in the Riverbend Plaza with Chuck Bailey, the owner and proprietor, sharing his thoughts. Chuck, we might be on to something right here with these breakdowns and who knows, pregame or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
So before we get out for this, just
people are afraid, man. They don't like to hear the real, man.
Well, we should all be.
I'm a hater now.
Yeah, we all should be over.
I'm a hater because I ain't a bandwagon guy.
No.
I ain't jumping on the bandwagon. I seen.
And to be honest, I'm trying to be objective because I've been in the same place with you. I'm hearing your argument, and I do like for the record that you said you complimented him and saying this guy has a lot, but you just having a fair discussion. So with that, we're gonna wrap this guys up. Keep checking out what's going on with SPS and keep supporting Motor City Smoothie Company. Chuck Bailey, come in. He's gonna be in here. Come check him out. Get you a smoothie. Get you a Coleman Young corned beef sandwich. Wonderful things on the menu. And we're gonna keep giving you guys great things to think about, talk about, and live a happy, healthy life. So with that, we'll talk to you guys next time. We're out.